Till we was down, now we up. It was God, it ain't us. Call it faith, it ain't luck. Till we was down, now we up. Till we was down, now we up. It was God, it ain't us. Call it faith, it ain't luck. Till we was down, now we up. Till we was down, now we up. Wasn't at the bottom. I know there are others who got many way more problems. Dealt a deck of cards of life and you don't know the outcome. When this life is finished, I just wanna hear a well done, my son. Blessing every day. I ain't got a problem knowing God will make a way. And this time was perfect, so I know he never late. Homie, that ain't up for no debate. So we say that we up. It was God, it ain't us. Call it faith, it ain't luck.
Welcome back to Inpowered Culture. Today we have Ashley Lowe with us. How you doing, Ashley?
I'm well, how are you?
That's great. That's great. I'm doing great. Glad you come in and see us today. Tell us, who is Ashley Lowe?
Oh my goodness, that's such a loaded question. I am a licensed social worker. I practice as a therapist. I'm also a poet. I am a single mother, doctoral student, and I'm an advocate.
Okay, awesome. What do you believe is the biggest misconception about yourself when you meet other individuals?
My biggest misconception is a lot of people, they look at me and they're intimidated. I have no idea why. But I think that I carry myself in a position of power because I believe that I have the ability to impact generations and to break generational curses.
And in your field, what advice would you have for young upcoming women that are comparing themselves in this age to other women like on Instagram, Facebook, and all other social media platforms? What advice would you have for them?
Advice that I would give to someone who's up and coming is that you are your own competition, right? So don't compare yourself to what you see on social media because a lot of times people are going to post and talk about highlights in their life and you're going to perceive that as their everyday life when it's just a small percentage of themselves. So seek out your dreams, do what it is that you want to do, find mentors, travel, enjoy life, get yourselves together and just, don't compare yourself to anyone because you are your own person and we all have our own unique qualities about ourselves. So respect that and do what it is that you love.
That's wonderful. And on to one of Empowered's most favorite questions. Name 5 Black women that influenced you on your journey through life. Just like, give us your top 5.
Top 5. First would be Michelle Obama. Second would be Harriet Tubman. Third would be Coretta Scott King. Fourth would be my first lady. And fifth would be my mother.
Okay, awesome. And any particular reason why you put your mother in that top 5?
So me and my mom had like a love-hate relationship. I didn't have the best upbringing, and so I'm just now learning how to forgive her from some of the things that she did in the past and understand that she did the best that she could with what she had in that time. And so I'm learning how to really love her through my own healing process. So, I mean, whether she be first or fifth, it's just a matter of me learning like how to really love her.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing. Let the people know where they can reach you on all your social media platforms.
So you can reach me on Facebook at Ashley Lowe. My nonprofit is Moms, M-O-M-C, on a Mission Inc. You can also reach me there. Instagram, you can reach me at ALOWE03. That's ALOWE03. And my Instagram handle for my nonprofit is Moms with a C, M-O-M-C, on a Mission Inc.
Okay, that's interesting. Moms on a mission. Now, can you give us a little bit of background on that?
Absolutely. So as I stated earlier, I am a single mother, and it is my goal to shift the perspective of single mothers. And so I'm currently in a doctoral program, and a lot of single mothers, there's a negative connotation to being a single focus on mentorship because support is important. Even though you are a single mother, you don't have to provide by yourself. And third is exposure. And so that's exposure to a number of different things. So exposure to traveling with your children and providing different experiences with them. Exposure to professional experiences. Exposure to educational experiences. I was a first generation college student, and if I didn't have someone to support me and help me through the journey, I could not have done it. And so it's my goal to make sure I'm able to provide support for all single moms everywhere. Financially, we got to get it together because we are taking care of our children, and we also have to make sure we're able to still to accomplish our dreams and take care of ourselves. So that's the purpose of my nonprofit.
Okay, awesome. That sounds great. Here at Empower, we like to ask some fun questions. Give us some fun facts about yourself. Outside of your nonprofit and your daily grind, as we like to call it, what is it that Ashley Lowe likes to do on her off time?
I love to sleep. Honestly, I love sleeping. I love resting. I really, really enjoy traveling with my daughter. She's 9. She's been to about 5 or 6 different countries. Myself, as well as other single moms, we're taking our kids to travel. We love traveling. I love visiting different places. I love learning about history and what generations before me look like and how I can impact and leave legacy. So those are some fun facts about me.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, thank you for coming out, talking with Inpowered Culture today. And we will close our segment right here. Thank you.
Thank you. Today, countless men and women have lost their lives in the namesake of division and all other isms. Whisper their names because they are not forgotten. We still demand justice. David McAtee, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Atiana Jefferson, Botham Jean, Charlena Lyles, and her unborn child, both Terrence and Alton Sterling. Let's not forget about Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray, Yvonne Smallwood, and Eula May Love. From DC to Washington State, from Africa to America, this is not new news or fake news. It's a real and relevant social problem that demands immediate attention and policy implementation. Young and old, man and woman, the primary similarity of these victims is simply skin color. Some of these names you may know, and others are rarely addressed. Historically, the consequence of police brutality has been an increase in our mortality, whether purposeful or unintentional. The production of extreme fear and distrust has caused an adrenaline rush within our community, but we hold the power to our people, the Black and brown people. Our ancestors built this land on which we stand. Because in God we do trust. But wait, they couldn't cast their ballots because suffrage was a right that they did not possess. Luckily for us, we have retrieved that right. So voting is a must. As we proclaim that Black and brown life does indeed matter, we must take a stance and understand that the Black dollar brings power to impact policy. We have the ability to arbitrate a reversal within our society, uniting as we vote. Keep our knees to their throat. George proclaimed that he could not breathe, but you can. So united we must stand. Articulating that all votes matter, but the Black and brown vote will disrupt the hypocrisy and propaganda in our nation. Stay focused and realize that policies have the ability to build us up and to tear us down. It's time to shift the focus from protest and civil unrest towards progress of the Black and brown vote, so our voices can really be heard when we all vote.